That shit I took was like a gay person in the 70s because it was not coming out.
Welcome back to Mountain Twink Pussy Syndicate, everybody. I hope you approved of that introduction.
We were
Andrew,
workshopping.
what do you think our fans will think?
Oh, I'm sure they'll love it. Harmless joke.
Harmless. I mean, every joke is harmless.
Unless you get offended by it, then it's your own fault.
There we have it, the solution.
Practical jokes could be quite harmful. Depending on how you do
Name
them.
how. Name one possible way.
You punch someone and say, haha, I punched you.
Well, that's not really a joke, is it?
Well, it's not a funny joke. It's a bad joke.
It's not
We're
a
recording
joke.
now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you
introduced
did
the
that as a
episode.
bit.
We're keeping in your little bit about the pooping.
That's our intro.
I'm
I
not even
purposely waited.
joking. That was like some constipated shit, and I didn't want to hold y'all up. But-
Sorry to hear it.
You
my
already
friend.
did.
Well, I didn't want to hold y'all up any longer than I already did.
Well, I mean, don't sweat it.
Alright.
Anyway, watch me segue that into our episode. How would you describe the sound of your poop?
Let me see. So nothing came out, like I said earlier.
Wait, nothing came out?
Yeah.
Wait, so you just sat on the toilet for 10 minutes hoping that an ounce of poop might come out?
Yes.
Why did it take you that long to realize nothing was happening?
Well, because it's like, it's like
I'm
living
so
on the
sorry.
edge, right? Like
Living on the
I
edge,
could,
guys.
I could feel like I still feel like I could go for a poop, but like I was sitting there and
Well, I mean,
nothing was
don't let
happening.
our adoring fans stop you. Go poop.
Nah, well, like, because I already sat for 10 minutes and made no progress. I'm not gonna waste another 10 and maybe get like a little bit. Plus, I had Taco Bell for dinner tonight, so I know tomorrow morning when I get up, my toilet's like it's gonna be gone.
Did you do the thing where like you're trying to force out a poop and you hold your breath and then you breathe and then whoop, it just goes right back
That's
up
a
your
thing?
bum? Yeah, you've never experienced that?
No.
Oh man, I did.
I
Oh.
that
did
shit
see a video
Lucky
earlier today where a
literally,
guy
yesterday.
could suck air through his asshole.
Oh, yeah, you sent me that video. It was funny.
So you can fart on command. That shit was so good.
Oh my
I
god,
aspire
wanna
to be
that
as
guy.
lit as that guy. Yeah. But yeah, so the sound there was non-existent. Why did you ask?
Oh, it's simple. Y'all remember back in episode 3 when I said we were going to talk about music? That was probably a
Oh
funny
yes,
joke since
that
that
rings a
didn't happen.
bell.
Yeah, wasn't that funny? I introduced the episode talking about, and today we're going to be talking about music, my favorite thing in the world. And we completely disregarded that notion to talk about Star Wars, Fart Wars, bro.
Yeah, and our opinions are right on that, by the way.
Oh yeah, I don't think there was ever any argument.
Yeah, well, not an argument. I'm just making sure they know.
Oh yeah, bro, everybody knows.
We should
You
adopt
don't gotta
like
be
the
so
Rock's
self-conscious, dude.
catchphrase in the '90s, and just say we have millions and millions of fans, even though we have like 10 views on most of our episodes.
I think half of them are us.
Yeah,
No,
half
I
of
think
them
all
are
of them are
me
us.
when I upload it and load it into different pages to see if it's working right.
I would say those views are 100% us.
Yeah.
I'm extremely confident on that. But hey,
Regardless.
we're our own biggest fans. If that wasn't
Yeah.
the case, there'd be a problem.
Bro, I told my mom when we decided to like do this band shit, I was like, never listen to our music.
What do you mean this band shit? Do you think
We're
it's
a
a
band.
joke?
No. I'm just
I
saying
do.
as a general term. Okay, fuck you, Drew. I straight up told my mom, I'm like, you will not want to listen to this music. Please don't.
Yeah, I've told my mom some similar.
I
at
don't
least
want my
told her not
mom to
listen
hear
this
me say
podcast.
I fucked a bitch in the brown SUV.
What could possibly be wrong about that?
I don't know.
Anyway, my point is, we didn't talk about it when I said we would, so now we are.
Yeah.
I don't even give a fuck about what anime y'all been watching. That ain't true. I'll
Good, I
ask you
haven't
later.
watched any in like a
Uh,
month.
Well, cool.
So,
Neither have I.
oh,
That's a
man,
lie.
up
We're
top,
not getting
fuck
into it.
anime.
Dude,
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
fucking
show
what a
you
stupid,
watch.
bro.
We'll talk
What a
about it next
stupid
episode.
wet
Oh,
media
did
to
you
watch shows.
did you mention how this is a very special episode
Oh
to
yeah,
all
it's very
the good
special.
old Christians out there?
To every Christian out there, shut the fuck up. Second of all, Merry Christmas.
Go to your
This is your
church
gift
and get
from
on
me
your
to you.
knees, bitch.
Oh my god. This is our gift.
No, it's
From-
okay. My mom works
personally
in a
from me.
Catholic school.
Oh yeah, that's very
It's
cool.
fine. It's fine.
It's also cool that you still live with your mom, loser.
Hey, bro, I'm not with her now. I'm at a dorm.
Even better.
Dorming and shit.
You
You know what I'm
seems to be
saying?
enjoying it there.
Shut up, bro. I don't want to talk about my shitty ass school.
Speaking of talking about stuff, yeah, I've introduced the topic already. Everybody
Yeah.
knows what it is. We're finally committing this time because I like music. Everybody likes music, right?
Yeah. Well, I know one person who didn't like music until recently. Y'all know him too.
I don't.
Wait,
don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this person?
It's Drew's roommate.
He liked music. He just only listened to video game music.
He just doesn't listen to music really.
He still
Hmm.
did a bit. It would only be like video game soundtracks.
I mean, the
And now
two.
it's still almost only video game soundtracks.
You know, if my Spotify rap told me anything, it's that I'm way cooler than everybody else in the United States. I was in
Oh,
the
that's right,
top 1%
Spotify
of
Wrapped.
people
That'd be
listening to
interesting to
music.
talk about. Actually, did everybody here look at their Spotify Wrapped?
I did.
I did.
All right,
Yeah, I
wish
did.
I had
then
him.
this will be a good way to start this episode. What was your top song?
No,
everybody.
no,
My
I'm
top
not
song?
discussing mine. I
No,
refuse.
yes you
Oh,
are.
I didn't even
No,
play you guys
I'd
my
rather
top
not.
song.
I'm
and
too
we were talking
embarrassed.
about songs
I
last
don't
night.
really care.
It's not about you.
It's
Probably a Love Live
100%
song. That's all
about
that
me.
matters.
Dylan,
Not
just
only-
say it and we'll not even acknowledge that you said it and just
Yeah,
go.
it's good enough.
I'll have to find it for one because it's been it's been like a week since I looked.
I
Just
remember
keep
mine.
talking while I try and
Yeah, I
find
remember
out.
mine.
Of course
Who
I
wants to go
remember mine.
first?
The song I listened to the most this year.
You should actually go first.
I'll
'cause
let
me just
somebody
double
else
check
go
what it was.
first.
All right. Well, Dylan's finding it, and Drew doesn't want to go first, and Nick's hosting, so I guess he
I don't
doesn't want to
remember.
go
Alright,
first.
think I
I
know
found
the
it. I
music
can
I
go
play.
first.
Oh,
if you would
go ahead,
like.
Dylan.
Okay. So what do you want to
Okay.
hear? My top song? Top
And
songs?
top artist too, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay. My top
I mean, if it's not too much
song.
trouble.
Yeah, my top song is the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part
Oh.
4 third opening, Great Days.
Really?
Oh,
That was my
Yeah.
top
that's not what I was
song.
That's not
expecting.
embarrassing. That's good.
Well, I thought it was going to be something related to my top artist, which is Aqua from the Love Live series.
Mm,
And that's all I
That's
have
a
to
little
say
worse.
about that.
Whatever.
Fair enough.
I've been getting into Great Days a lot more recently, so it's a pretty
good
decent
song.
top song.
When he said break down like 60 times, I felt that. But
Me too.
my
Give me all.
top song was Carry On by the wonderful band Falling in Reverse. It's weird because it's not even my favorite song by them. It just matches a decent amount of criteria on some of my playlists, so it's on multiple playlists that I listen to frequently. But yeah, Falling in Reverse was also my top artist because I was in the top 0.001% of their listeners. So
Oh my god.
hell yeah.
Man,
Top like 142 listeners right here.
I pale in comparison to that. I was only in the top 1,000.
I mean, still out of the 14.2 million or whatever that they've listened to, that's pretty high.
Yeah, I was only in the
I don't think I was
0.01% top. Falling in
Where was
Reverse.
I?
I'm not a real fan.
Wait, Andrew, you're good with math. So what was the
Yeah.
percentage not the percentage, like the total number of like people you were in? Because you said you were like 0.00.
142.
Oh my fucking god! Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So like, if Ronnie Radke put out some shit like top 150 listeners on Spotify, we're sending you a T-shirt, that'd qualify for me, which is kind of lit. Of course, they didn't do that, but it's cool to think that if they did, I would qualify.
It's cool to think about this very
Crazy.
unrealistic
Jesus
hypothetical.
Christ.
Yeah,
I was
And
only
if
in
you
top
said the
3%
top
of mine.
1500,
I was in the top
then I'd be in that.
6% for mine.
yeah.
Really?
You were in the
Oh,
what?
Y'all
Bill's
are
got the
fake
lowest.
fans.
I guess I
Yeah, that's
am.
what we've learned is that y'all are fake. I also listened to 147,000 minutes of music this past
Jesus.
year,
Even I didn't
which
do
Also, keep in mind the
a
band.
lot of that's
At
while
least
I'm
for
sleeping
me,
now. So
the band that I listened to, that was in the top 3%, I believe. Actually, how many monthly listeners does Falling Universe have, Andrew?
14 or yearly is 14.2 million, monthly is like 4 million.
Oh, okay. Mine's 21 million, so mine's a good deal
Oh, okay,
higher.
yeah.
But I was still top 3%, so still not
Well,
What
artist
is that?
Arctic Monkeys, which is surprising. That really
Yes.
it's not that surprising. I listened to like pretty much only them during the summer, but I haven't listened to that much of them since the school year started.
Yeah, when Nick and I were talking about it, I guessed that your top artist would be Arctic Monkeys, not for any reason other than I knew you liked them.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
then
that
it
was
just ended up being
honestly
true.
a bit of a surprise to hear
I
you say
don't
that
think
that was
any
it.
of their songs is in my top 5 though either, which is weird. Of like
Yeah, that's
those
very
few
weird.
songs.
Falling in Reverse makes up 4 of my top 5 songs,
they're
so
all
that makes
5 of
some
mine.
sense. Yeah,
It's
well,
weird
the one
because
exception is Mayday,
they're
possibly the
not by
greatest
any
anime
stretch
opening ever
my
made.
favorite band. And yet they fucking dominated my list this year. They must
Part
have
of that,
like
you
probably
really got
30.
into them this year,
Oh
though.
yeah. I listened to them
Like
so
last
much the
year,
first half of
my
the year.
top artists and songs were from Hollywood Undead, who are nowhere near my top like favorite artists, but I just like really listened to their shit last year, so it built up on my account as having a lot of hours put in for that.
All right. My top song was Drugs by Falling in Reverse.
That was my number 5.
Very
Very good
prescient
song.
title. An amazing song.
Yeah.
Honestly, even Drew would like it. Even Drew
Surprise
does like
I've
it.
listened
I
to
don't
it
care.
0 times on my own
Surprise
Spotify.
appearance from Corey Taylor from Slipknot too.
Oh, that song! I love that. I
Yeah.
like that. Okay, I don't know. I really like that one. You played it for me a
I
few times. before.
when we played it for you, at least back like around Dylan's birthday last year, so January of last year, you did not like the part Corey Taylor was not in.
Yeah, I remember you
I
guys
bought
played
a
when we
leather
went to,
jacket just to look like Ronnie Radke in that video, bro.
when we got ramen that
That's
one time, like
$60 I've
months and
ever
months
spent.
ago. I remember liking it then.
Okay, that's good.
Well, it was good enough
Oh
that I
no,
listened
no,
to it
wait, are you
160
talking
times.
about like Thanksgiving weekend when we went to that place
Yeah, wait in the parking lot.
in the parking lot?
Oh no, no, am I thinking of 2 different times?
Wait,
I
are
don't know,
you
there's-
thinking of when we went to like
Yeah,
that
there was
place
one
is
time we went,
so
another time we got ramen. Did we
okay.
go there twice? At one point, we listened to that song. We were in the parking
And in
lot.
a
And I remember
method to
enjoying
dox
it.
Okay.
ourselves, we talked
Also,
about
Yeah, I was about to
parking lot
mention, we're getting
gas.
closer. We're
Whoops.
revealing more and more about ourselves every episode.
Yeah, well, like we said, we're our only fans, so I can also bleep some shit out. So,
You should just like bleep random words to make it seem like it's nice.
bro, I censored Nick's last name in the last episode. It sounds like his name contains like a slur or some shit, but it's just I didn't want his full last name in our video.
But I was okay with it.
Yeah, but it's funnier this way. Trust the process.
Fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'll censor my first name this time.
Well,
I don't care.
anyway, my
Oh yeah,
top
yeah.
song
I'll bleep it out. Yeah.
was Cult of Dionysus by Orion Experience, I think. And I should have played it for you guys yesterday. Completely forgot about that. I should have done that. But the other songs that were in my top 5 that you guys all know.
Did you just say
Smell the
ISIS?
Game. What?
You said Cult of
Oh.
Dying ISIS.
I did say that. Yeah.
Dying ISIS.
Smell the Game was number
Let's
2.
go.
Wow.
Oh hell yeah!
Absolute gas.
Should we just like go on a mini rant about how fucking good that soundtrack is?
Oh yeah.
How
be my
good
guest.
that soundtrack is and how how massive a mistake it was that wasn't even, not only did it not win, it wasn't even nominated for best soundtrack this year.
Wait,
at the
really?
awards.
Wait, what the fuck
Yeah.
was?
That's so tragic.
I don't know. Something with a bad soundtrack, probably.
We haven't even said the game yet, but it's for Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. Guilty Gear Strive. Amazing fighting game.
At least it won
Amazing
Best Fighting
soundtrack.
Game.
Literally
Insane.
the reason that I got the game.
It's like heavy Japanese metal, but they use a lot of English in it too. So
The
it's
vocals sound like Rob
so
Zombie, which is
lit.
awesome.
Well, there's a lot of people that don't like Rob Zombie though.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of
I
people that are
couldn't blame those
fun.
people, but still.
Oh my god. I mean, neither could I, but
I could
uh,
blame them. I
let's
won't
see. The
because I
winner
don't
was
like him very much. But I
Near
could.
Replicant, which I think is the sequel to Near Automata. I think. I believe. I don't know.
Well, believe harder.
Believe it.
Shut up.
I don't believe it.
All right. Anything else to talk about with new music?
Nah.
Not on my end.
All right.
All right, word.
Oh, I listened to more of that band that Dylan chose last night.
Guilty Kiss?
Guilty Kiss. I listened to a bunch of their like top songs on Spotify. Pretty good. Pretty good all around. I enjoyed a lot of their stuff.
Huh. It's actually kind of
Thank you for that, Dylan.
surprising. Those unaware, which is pretty much everybody, Guilty Kiss is a subunit of Aqua, the one I mentioned before. If you don't know what that means, there are 9 members in Aqua. 3 of those are part of Guilty Kiss.
I thought Muse was the name of their band, or is that a different?
That's
Love
the
Live?
that's the first generation.
Oh boy.
Aqua is number 2.
Okay.
The Love Live lore goes deep.
The Love Live lore
Almost
goes
as deep
way
as
too
me and your
deep.
mom.
Oh, speaking of music, yeah,
I
I was
was thinking
listening.
it
For
was like
some
3
reason,
inches
I
deep.
was compelled to play "Doing Your Mom" by Fatty Spins today. It's such a good song. It really
Oh
is.
my god.
I'm glad I'm still able. I never I didn't hear it when it came out, but I'm glad like now I'm able to watch it and still just fucking bust. I was gonna say bust a nut, bust a gut, listening to it
You might
every
bust a
time.
nut too. You never know.
Somebody pointed out how good the line, you're like something about like, what was the line? Like, your mom had 2 gallons of milk and I was staring at her jugs. Like, that's honestly so good.
Wow.
I remember that
Fucking
actually from this
genius.
song.
That is
That
a
shit's
bar.
awesome.
That's such a good line.
Yeah, really is. I'm really glad that certain like
I don't even know
YouTubers
who
and
taught me that song.
YouTube groups just make music like that. Because like music, while I enjoy it as a leisurely like uh activity, I guess, just sometimes you want to hear something really funny, and they nail it every time with songs like "Doing Your Mom" and "Hentai Bitch." That one's a good song.
Hentai Bitch is awesome.
"Rap Anthem" by
Actually, on
NC
that note,
Virgins.
I'll tell you, recently I've been like not caring if music is like good or not. It's like, isn't the point of like listening to Spotify to just be happy? Like, aren't you happier when you listen
Yeah.
to music?
Mm-hmm.
Certain music, most music
Most
that
music.
I listen
I mean, given most of the artists that I listen to and the way that they sound, it is very clear I don't care how objectively good they sound. How much of them to Monoskin?
I suppose
They sound
people
like
would
shit.
think it's weird
Well,
to
I love
feel
them.
happy
Yeah.
while you're listening to Linkin Park, but what can I say? I fucking love them.
I mean,
that's an oddity.
so Chester obviously had a rough life and shit, but Mike Shinoda is like, he just looks like a happy dude.
Looks like a swell guy.
Yeah,
There's
that
a video
shit
of
with
him at like some
yeah,
game awards.
yeah. I was gonna bring that up where the co-host didn't know who he was, and then she like started bowing to him. He's like, "Oh, I listened to you guys in high school." Oh my god.
Just in high school?
I don't know.
Pathetic.
I think you're doing
Fake
like the
fan.
interview a disservice because what it was is like he's just
Yeah,
like
it was way
like
funnier.
the
than-
interviewer had no idea who he was. He was just I think it was at the Arcane premiere actually.
Yeah, yeah,
He
it
was
was.
just there and like the
Wait.
interviewer has no fucking idea who he is, just interviewing him for
Oh
like
yeah,
2 minutes at this
and
point.
then she asks him to introduce himself, and he's like, "My name is Mike Shinoda. I play in the band Linkin Park." Then her jaw fucking
No,
dropped.
no, you know what's great? He didn't even say I'm in the band Linkin Park. I think he said I'm in a band called Linkin Park.
Oh yeah, yeah. This little known band you might know. We went
The
platinum like fucking four
the
times
biggest
or
rock
whatever.
band of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was bowing to him, and then he was bowing back to her. It's so wholesome.
Damn Reddit moment. Wholesome.
He's just a
100.
really nice guy. Keanu Reeves, big chungus. Let's go.
have you seen Keanu Reeves laughing at the idea of NFTs?
Oh yeah, I saw that on Twitter. That shit made me
I
happy.
have not. Was it like a bit, or was it actually?
It was somebody.
He
it was
actually
It
found it
wasn't like an edit.
ridiculous.
That was
for
like him
for
actually
the new
laughing at that.
Matrix
Yeah.
movie. He
Wow.
and the woman who plays Trinity were being like interviewed, and I think it was an interview, had to have been, and the interviewee, or interviewer rather, asks a question about like NFTs or something, or just brings them up, and then Keanu Reeves he's just laughing at how stupid they are, and then and then the guy interviewing like says something about how them and like how
Them.
NFTs and just normal images aren't
Oh
the
dear.
same, and he literally just says it's not the same.
Bro, you know what? On the note of NFT, when I
goofy.
finally take that Taco Bell big dump tomorrow, I'm gonna take a picture of it and make it into an NFT, and y'all can buy it for $420,000. Picture of my shit.
How are NFTs so ungodly ugly? That's what I want to know.
They're all the same monkey with like different drip on.
Yeah,
It's
Is
so
that
weird.
just
not
a bit, or is
drip
that like for
though.
real? They're all the same monkey.
I don't know.
Like if Takashi
There's a
69
bunch
was
of
turned into a monkey, they don't look good.
a bunch of different groups make NFTs. Just the one that's easiest to make fun of is
Is the monkey
I
one?
think it's called Board Ape Yacht Club,
Wow.
and it's
Wow.
incredibly easy to make fun of.
Yeah, it is. That's
I
a
mean,
very
even the
stupid
name,
name.
you don't even need to know what it looks like. I know what it looks like helps, but like
Mm.
Just
it's fun
weird,
to make
man.
fun of NFTs. It's just
Yeah.
there's it's such easy target. You don't need to really like
Easy
think
target,
or like
yes.
okay.
Please.
You don't need to like think or put in like actual effort into your insults. Just talk and you'll probably say something insulting to them using common sense.
You know what's insulting to them? If I hit my power button and my home button at the same time. That's insulting to them.
If I hit F8, which I bound to be screenshot.
Wait, Andrew,
Yeah.
you have a home button on your phone, broke ass.
Hey, bro, I got the iPhone SE, whatever the newer one is. I'm broke as fuck, and I'm
broke,
loving it.
yes.
But
Man,
How long
it's too easy.
have we been recording for? Because I don't know how long
like
we're
30
ago, but we
minutes.
barely touched on the main topic. We've just been waffling the entire time.
Waffling, bro.
I mean, we talked about some things.
Yeah,
All
We
right, so
talked about it
should we
enough.
get
Yeah,
on?
let's reel it back a little bit.
good idea. Where should we begin?
Begin. Well, we began.
Are
with
we just gonna
Spotify
do the
Wrapped.
tier list,
No,
or are we
we
just
can.
gonna?
It's like if there's like a certain song that y'all just like vibe super heavy with. Because
Oh
I would
yeah,
like to
okay.
discuss my feelings on what I call the greatest song ever made.
Because
I'm not.
yesterday.
I'll go first since
Oh
I'm
yeah.
probably the least musically inclined out of us. I listen to just I guess like the least amount and like the least varied amount, I would say. But my music that I'm quite into is yes, I am a nerd. I listen to anime music. Besides that, I quite like
Nerd, bro. Some of the shit is so hype. You'd be a bitch for not liking it.
yeah, but at the same time, it's you know what? Yeah, I take it back. You're right.
Listening
We're
to
fucking
weird
Also,
shit
nothing
doesn't
wrong with
make you a
being a
nerd, really.
nerd.
yeah.
Own
I
that shit, bro.
Anyway, I digress. I quite like Linkin Park. As do these guys. I'm a fan of. I like a few Foster the People songs. Some 21, a little bit of 21 Pilots, and I've been getting a lot into Glass Animals as well recently.
Mm,
Um,
don't let me
psychedelic
share my
pop, I
opinion
think,
on
is the
that.
genre.
Yeah.
And I've I don't think I have that much more to say besides I'm not like big like everybody else here is like really big into I guess it is you're big in the rock and I like
Yeah.
it. I'm just not as big into it. I like more like, you know, I'm just more pop, I would say. That's more my
It's not
sort
even
of
like I
Well,
dislike pop,
you're
to be
like into
honest.
alternative pop more,
yeah.
like the 21 Pilots. You like some of the older Imagine Dragons, right?
Yeah, or at least I used to before I
Yeah.
at work they fucking play that shit 24/7, so
Yeah.
it made me like it less. But yeah, definitely more. I mean, I still like you know also just pop songs in general. So yeah, I guess just more. That's just my sort of style.
I'm gonna add
You
this
know.
out of left field. No cap, I think Dua Lipa's not bad.
I can't think of a Dua Lipa song off the top of my head.
Oh, I
I've
couldn't.
definitely
Yeah,
I couldn't name
I
any for damn
don't.
sure.
heard.
But like,
I've
she pops up on the
probably
radio
heard it.
all the time.
I probably
it's
heard it
not
in
bad.
passing, but I don't listen to the radio very often. And just a quick note on pop music for me. I don't inherently hate the way pop music sounds. It's just I hate the intention behind it. All it ever is like the artist finding a good formula that gets like catchy and is good for radio play, and then they're making a shit ton of money off of it, and I don't like that.
See,
Like,
that's
Not
what I mean.
exactly what Linkin Park did.
That's kind of the reason why I like pop music. It's just kind of like, it's not meant to be like super deep or anything. It's just catchy,
well,
and you
I mean,
like
I
it,
don't
and it
need
makes
it to
you feel
be
happy
super
for a
deep
bit.
either, because like most of the time, I can't relate to the messages they're sending. I can't really understand suicidal thoughts. Like, I'm the complete opposite. I find suicide extremely like scary. I think it's the worst thing you could ever do. Um, but like that's a lot of the music I listen to just talks about that. And Nick, to your point, that's probably true. That's what Linkin Park did at the time. But considering I started listening to them in 2018 or
Oh yeah.
2017, maybe, yeah, like I see it through a different lens. It doesn't feel like that to me. And if it was, then that sucks because I have a respect for them right now. But it's just perspective, I guess.
I suppose you have a point. Yeah, I guess the time does matter. Like a song must be good for it to live for over 15 years, right?
Yeah, we were talking like maybe a month or two ago about how "Numb" by Linkin Park might be like the best song ever written simply because it's like so playable on the radio. Like they don't curse in it at all. It's family friendly, but then it also just goes super hard.
Yeah, that's not the one I'm gonna get into because
Yeah, yeah.
obviously
We
I
throw
do
around,
seriously
you
think that
know,
that might be the best song ever made.
we
But the one I'm gonna
we
talk
like
about is
joke
the
around a
second
lot
best.
about how goat makes no sense to use on multiple things, and yet we say this might be my favorite band, this might be the best song, like every other time we talk. So I guess we're just all hypocrites in the end.
Guess
But yeah, there it is.
it doesn't even matter though. You see that? Oh my god, I'm so
I
smart.
see what you did there.
Being a
uh
hypocrite's awesome. I think we've
yeah.
probably touched on that before.
Oh, that'll
We
be there
did
for the bit tier
in
list.
episode 1.
You know, I'm gonna say this. I think the bit tier list should be a bonus episode. And y'all can stick around for our next bonus or our first bonus episode whenever it comes out. Because we went to Anime NYC and we will be talking about that.
Place was well. You'll hear what I think about it
Yeah.
later.
um but yeah, so I guess I'll go now for my music
Yeah.
taste or whatever. So I genuinely think one of the best genres to exist is the slang butt rock, which it is derived from a radio station that used to like their catchphrase was "We play nothing but rock," and then
Oh.
it was all like Shine Down or Papa Roach or Linkin Park's on there too, I'm sure. It's just like maybe the rock your dad listened to when you were growing up and shit. And like people made fun of it, so they called it butt rock, as in like an ass, because it's like, oh, it's not very good. But like, if I just want to play a video game and listen to music, or like when I'm walking to campus, listen to music, that shit's pretty good for me. Like, some of it's like genuinely good music, and other songs are just like what I like to listen to, even if they're not very good. So I did mention a few bands there that I'm a fan of. Uh, Mainly Papa Roach, Linkin Park. I've listened to a bit of Shinedown. Can't say I'm a huge fan of the guy's voice, but the music's
On
pretty
that note,
solid.
he got. They say a single should be coming out next month.
Yeah,
Needless to
didn't they
I'm
say an
very
album would
excited.
be coming out in 2021?
They did, and then well, obviously,
Yeah,
but an
but
album is for sure coming out next year, most likely April.
okay.
I'm staying tuned for that. Once that
But
comes out, I'll go ahead and give my full, unedited opinion on podcast, if I may.
Hey, yeah, for sure. But the other stuff I like to listen to, just real quick, then I'll let someone else go.
Yeah.
I like grew up. My dad gave me all like the music recommendations for the first like 14 years of my life, and he put me on to like Blink 182 and like uh, Soul Asylum. They're this like pop rock band from the 80s and 90s. I still fuck with their shit. I think it's really good now. Like it holds up to this day. Uh, and Sum 41, which is basically Blink 182, but with different people. Bowling for Soup, you might know them as the voices of the band in Phineas and Ferb. Uh, just shit like that. Like, and then my favorite band to this day, which I was honestly kind of crushed y'all didn't like the song Missy I played yesterday. The Airborne Toxic event. I I love their
Good
music.
song.
Oh yeah,
You were
Dylan didn't
crushed.
mind it.
I'm
I
sorry
didn't.
you
I
felt that
I
way.
didn't either.
Oh okay. Well
I
then
was just
only Nick
surprised that
didn't
you
like
liked
it.
it. I liked it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
liked it. We just were not like, oh fuck, this is the best song ever written.
No, I didn't expect that. I guess because Nick talked more than y'all about it, I got the impression that y'all didn't really like it. But
Yeah,
I
Nick.
fucking
Just
love
have
that
me
I
come
band.
mean, let's be honest though. Nick in general just talks way too much.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, you shouldn't have.
harmful.
but
It was just a joke.
just a quick rant on that band because, like I said, it's my favorite band. The lead singer grew up in a cult. Like
Yep.
he was an
Damn.
orphan and adopted by a cult, and like they released an album last year, I think, and he like wrote a book to go along with it. And that album is phenomenal, start to finish, with the exception of the chorus of one song I don't fuck with.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna read the book this winter vacation. Also, Winter Vacation, Gas by Bowling for Soup from Phineas and Ferb, in case y'all were wondering.
Wow.
Um, but yeah, the Airborne Toxic event, it's phenomenal. I understand they're like a bit weird sounding, so a lot of people probably wouldn't like their music, but I think everyone should give them a chance. They're
They're
really,
very
really
weird. They
good.
remind me of Cage the Elephant, but 20 years sooner. And I fucking hate Cage the Elephant.
Which is weird because I don't like Cage the Elephant either. So maybe it's just the song that I heard by Cage the Elephant doesn't sound like them because I don't something like that at
Which
all.
one have you heard from them?
I don't remember. It was on 92.3 at one point,
It was probably Rest for the Wicked.
probably.
That
But
song ain't even that bad though.
I
uh,
love
the Airborne Toxic event is what's called a one-hit wonder, if you will. In 2009, they had a hit of "Sometime Around Midnight," which is a very slow song, but like I said, I love the band, so of course I like it. But that might be the only thing people know them from. But yeah, good band. Anyways, Drew, Nick, who wants to go next?
I wasn't here when we started this. What are we talking about?
Oh,
Well, I can be off of context clues.
Where did you go?
I want to take a bit.
oh,
That's crazy.
okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I left at some point not that long ago.
We can
Okay.
just talk about a
Okay.
song that means a lot to you. I'll let Dylan go first if you want to think about it.
No, I
Dylan
know.
already went.
Well,
Didn't he?
first as in this lineup. Now that you've gone.
Wait, I thought Dylan went in. I just went after Dylan, didn't I? Am I tripping?
And I think Nick means like we first talked about like what type
Like
of
we
music
talked about
we
like
like,
we talked about the
and then like
Spotify
a
rap.
song that means a lot to us. But I'd rather
Oh.
we do this like what our genres are, and then we can go into a song that means a lot to you because I didn't think I haven't thought about that really at all.
Okay.
So Drew, what do you like?
So I like a genre that I like to call shitty bad rock because it's rock, but it's shitty and it's bad, and that's why I like it. I believe
Are
the
you talking
proper
about like
term.
garage rock?
Yeah, the proper term is garage rock, but I think shit rock is a better
Shitty
word
bad
because
rock.
it's
Yeah. So we
shitty
listen to
and
butt
bad.
rock. You listen to shit from a butt rock.
Yeah. Like White Stripes. Y'all know one of my favorite bands. So good. Honestly, I've listened to like pretty much all their songs.
But
While
only
a
Seven
lot of
Nation Army is good.
No,
Bro,
that's
You ain't like
actually
that, right?
the
I don't
only
even
thing
like
I
that.
know about them is
It's
Seven
good.
Nation Army's riff.
Everyone
know
knows.
anything
Literally,
else
I
but
think
them.
everyone on Earth knows Seven Nation Army's riff. Nick, do you know Seven Nation Army's riff? That is the wrong person. Okay. Not a good choice. But like, yeah, I like them. But like, oh yeah, so like, I've listened to pretty much all their songs. While a lot of the songs that I do like are like in my favorite songs, it's a pretty, it's a relatively small number of their songs that are the ones I really like.
Hmm.
And the ones I don't really like, I actually kind of dislike a good bit.
Hmm.
Yeah, they make a lot of songs that just don't sound like you. I wouldn't even think it was them. So yeah, they make a lot of songs I'm just not a fan of. Also Arctic Monkeys. Talked about them before. Love them. They're some I pretty much like every song I've listened to that they've made. And recently I've been listening to. I've been trying to broaden my listening to not just that one genre of music. So I've listened to this one guy that I found on TikTok that you guys know that I said before, Jiraiya. Ja Raya.
Mhm.
And he's really cool. I like his music and Monoskin, but I know everyone hates.
I will need to I'll go to I have to go back up to school to take a final on Thursday, and when I do, if assuming I don't forget, I'll probably just go through all of Jiraiya's songs on the way up. The ones you sent, I actually really quite like.
I haven't listened to all of the songs. I listened to most of them. And I don't think there's been one that I've heard from him that I disliked. But yeah, no, yeah, I just think he's really good and definitely underrated.
Very
And I
good.
want to know if I can find
I
any
agree.
other artists that just sound like him because I really like the way his stuff sounds.
Well, all you gotta do is look. Clearly, if you found somebody who's like 10,000 views on each YouTube video.
Yeah. Let's see. His monthly listeners, 142,000. You know, if I found him earlier, I definitely could have been like the top 0.01% of him. It wouldn't be very hard.
And if you wanted, you could be probably his #1 listener.
I probably could.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already
Um,
getting a good start. I think next year I might be able to do it. Puts out another album next year, I'll definitely be his #1 listener.
So something I just wanted clarification on. Spotify Rap just discounts the whole month of December due to Christmas music, right?
I don't think it counts at all just because it comes out. Doesn't it come out at the end of November?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet
it's
they
like
just don't
December
include
1st is
December
when
Be
for
a
that
year,
reason.
so I'm assuming
Yeah.
it should just take only 2021, so it would just not be December.
Yeah. Okay. Well, also I'll provide the meme on screen when I edit the episode, but whenever I hear Arctic Monkeys, I just think of the image I've linked in the Discord. I don't know much of them about them at all except for
What is this?
except for this image. But anyways, sorry if that insulted your
No,
favorite band.
I don't even understand.
Or
They're,
one of your favorite
I
bands.
don't know why they're my most listened to band though, because they're not my favorite. They're up there, but they're definitely not my favorite. Also, anime music. I listened to a shit ton of anime music this year.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of it myself.
A lot. I think everything from like towards the end of September until like, and from the end of like the last month of the summer until like end of October. I think was, I guess if you count Guilty Gear's anime music until like middle of November, it was almost just anime music that I listened to,
Hmm.
or almost.
Fair
So,
enough.
You know, I didn't
Although
think I
I've
listened to much, but anime was number 5 on my most listened to genres this year.
anime was
I
my
don't
most
remember.
listened to genre.
My #1 I think was like metalcore or something. I don't remember if anime was in the top 5. It probably was because I listened to a lot of anime music. But anime also led me to one of my newer favorite bands. Well, like a band that I like a lot now, which is Cold Rain. That band's awesome. They speak
Do you have a
entirely in English
favorite?
too.
Are they
What?
your favorite anime bands? Or anime artists?
It's either them, Survive Said the Prophet, or Eimer. And everything I said about pop is just it goes against the fact that I like Eimer so
I am
much.
stunned that you like Eimer. Like
Her voice
listening
is
to her, she
just
just
it's so soothing for some reason, I guess. I don't
like
know.
I've heard you
I
hate on
really
pop
like
so
her.
much. I'm like, she
Simp.
kind of sounds like a pop singer to me. Just a pop singer not
She's
singing in
just
English.
she's I like the way her voice sounds. And also I think Brave Shine is like possibly the second best anime song I've ever heard. Only behind Mukanjio by Survive Said the Prophet.
Yeah,
Which
it's
that band, dude, holy shit. How do you come up with that name for a band? That is unbelievably lit. Survive Said the Prophet. It got me questioning why we called ourselves a Ghost Syndicate.
It's got nothing on Ghost
The only
Syndicate. Get the
question
fuck
about
out
who
of
called
here.
myself God Syndicate.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Of course.
But
Do you remember the first time
regardless,
listening to
I
Mukanjio?
will be
I thought
listening
that was
to
bad.
Survive Said the Prophet's
That's
album
crazy.
tracks in the next year. And I guess I'll talk about it on the podcast or something because that band's awesome.
Yeah.
But, Nick, your
Are
turn.
we good there? Alright. As far as my taste, it's pretty complicated. Because when I was growing up,
Yeah.
my mommy, every time Maroon 5 put out an album, would buy it. Needless to say, I know pretty much every word to every track on their first 3 albums.
Oh my god.
They're fire, dude! Maroon 5 made some fire-ass music a while ago.
You know,
They're honestly the most out-of-touch band I've ever heard because their shit was good before and everyone liked it. Their shit is ass now and nobody likes it, and they keep making that ass music.
I guess they just want to make it, even though it's not making them money.
It's not even art. It's like it's not artsy. It just sounds like every other song being put out today. So it's like I respect like sacrificing plays for your art, but they're not doing that. They're just sacrificing their plays for nothing. That just doesn't comprehend with me.
I used to think the lead singer of Maroon 5 was really talented. Then I watched some like live performance he did. He just sounded like so pitchy. It was wild.
Yeah,
Adam
that's what
Levine,
happens
that's
when
his
you
name.
use auto-tune.
Yeah. I'll give him this though. Payphone low key slaps
Yeah.
now. Like I hated that song as a
The
kid.
song's still bad.
I'd have to listen to it again. The only ones I can think off the top of my head are Animals.
Oh my
Great
god.
song.
Look out for our parody of that called Danimals. That shit's coming. I'm like a third of the
You
way done
remember their,
writing
like,
it. Hell yeah.
actually lit songs like well, let me try to think of a name of one.
Moves like Jagger. I think
wait,
that's
Do
the
y'all not
earliest.
remember like
That's also a good
way
song,
back?
though.
We must have been like
I
5 years old or something when they released a
I
song.
did not listen to radio music then. I listened to what my dad played me, which was like not that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't really listen to the radio either because it was mostly my mom's CDs, and that was always like 70s rock bands
CD's nuts.
or Maroon 5.
My dad also
Yeah.
have no idea what my parents listened to when I was like younger. All I know is that they just like music from like the 80s, but obviously they would because that's when they were kids. So
Yeah.
I don't.
I've no fucking clue.
I'm a sucker for 80s music. Like 80s
I
pop is
only-
fucking awesome.
Oh, my dad. Okay, wait. I do know one thing. My dad's favorite band of all time is the Smiths. If you guys know who that
The
is.
Smiths.
I've
I know.
heard
What
of
did they
them,
do?
but
What's one song they did?
I don't fucking know, but I've
Wait,
listened
I
to a few
definitely have a song
songs
from the
through my
Smiths on my
dad,
playlist.
and they're good. I don't know what they're called, but I like them.
I
I've heard
don't
of
have
these.
any basis for this, but are they like a British punk band?
They're definitely not punk, but they are British from what I'm aware of.
This song. Yeah, no, Smiths is gas. Yeah, there you go.
Formed in Manchester.
Okay. I only know 2. My mom likes a whole bunch of random 80s crap. My dad likes 2 bands. Well, he likes a lot of music, but like of
Indie
bands that he
rock.
actually says that he likes,
They're post punk.
there's only 2 there, and it's So U2, that's fine. U2, whatever. I don't know or like any of their songs really. But the other band that he says that he really likes is Weezer, and
Oh boy.
that's there's no way I would have turned out all right knowing I was raised by a man whose favorite band is Weezer.
No, you know what? Weezer gets too much hate. Perfect
I mean, I like
Situation's
Weezer.
kind of lit.
I like Weezer,
Weezer
but
does
like
not
Weezer,
get
the
too much
problem-
hate. They get a perfect amount of hate.
Weezer is a red flag.
Because Weezer's pretty. I mean, Weezer's pretty. You can't discredit their decent songs because they suck, but they suck.
I don't
They've
think
got
all
they've
their
got
songs
some
suck.
good songs, sure, but they suck.
Island in the Sun.
Island in the
California-
Sun is not very good.
Shut up.
It's not even the band's fault. I don't know who their lead singer is, but he's got to shape the fuck up.
He's definitely not a good singer.
He's an awful singer.
He doesn't seem very charismatic either.
He doesn't seem to
I
care
watched
about
some
his
like
music.
some like music theory video on like for a band success you either have to like be good at singing, be attractive, or be charismatic, or like some combination of those three. And I don't know what the guy from Weezer looks like, but he definitely doesn't check the other two
I mean,
boxes.
look up the Blue album. He looks like a dork.
I mean, that album cover's been mean to shit.
Which one is he?
I don't know, but they all look like dorks. So
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
How
Never mind.
tall are they? I don't know if that's
I
if it's a
guarantee the
perspective,
tallest
but
they go
Oh
is
my
like
god, the
5'8".
guy all the way on the left
Yeah,
of the
they
Blue album.
really,
Holy
really
shit.
Okay, the only one that I would accept it being is the guy with slightly longer hair. Well, it's
All the
on
way to the
of
right?
Blue Album. Yeah.
He's like a TikTok e-boy, but TikTok wasn't around. I don't know, man. Weezer's weird.
Yeah.
Rivers
Weird just
Cuomo.
kind of scratches the surface.
Is there any relation to the politician?
No fucking
Andrew
chance.
Cuomo? You mean the sexual predator?
That's his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the guy that said I'm not sexist, I'm Italian or something?
Yes.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Like I keep saying, Italian people are starting to make me look bad.
Yeah, it's all their fault.
It's
Oh, it wasn't
absolutely
him.
their fault. It's
He's not the
making my
singer.
people look like a bunch of fucking I can't think of a good Italian word to say.
Gabagool.
Nah, that
Thank you.
TikTok group I was talking about that called Diet Cokes DCs, they have like a podcast. I've seen some clips. They are funny as shit. Because they're just like stereotypical angry Italians living in Brooklyn. And it's so funny.
Talking about DCs, I will never
Yeah.
respect that choice.
Yeah. I mean, I just think DC's gross as shit. Which is why I'm mad that my Taco Bell order got messed up and they gave me it. But beside the point.
That's gonna happen. It shouldn't
Yeah.
happen, but it's gonna.
This shit better be even wilder now. Alright.
Alright, reel it
Anything
back.
else you wanted to talk about, Nick? You only talked about a little bit of your tastes.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much more to say. Like, just recently, like in around 2019, when Linkin Park got like when it was okay to start making fun of Chester killing himself, and that started getting memed. I was like, yeah, Linkin Park sucks. And then I was like, you know what? Here's that cringe song they made. I'm gonna play it out loud. You know what? I'm gonna buy their first album. And then it was, I'm gonna buy their second album. And
You know
lo
what?
and behold, they became
I'm
like, my
gonna
favorite
know
band.
every word to half the tracks on them too. That
Then
band
there's
fucking
that.
sucks, dude.
It started out a bit, and then like slowly but surely, I was like, I fucking love Linkin Park.
Their music, it sounds good if you
Mhm.
don't like listen into what the lyrics are trying to say.
It's
Like
not
if you
important.
look past the fact that it's like, my life sucks, I want to die. It's like, hey, my life sucks, I want to die. You're like, hey, bruh, that's pretty lit, you know?
Damn, isn't that really the crux of music? Why does it matter what
Yeah.
they're saying, dude? People like to discredit songs for their bad writing. But that usually doesn't matter, right?
I honestly, yeah. Like unless the
Yeah,
lyrics are just
the
gonna
writing
be like,
matters
I
not
shat
at
my
all.
pants, I pooped my pants, and I took off my pants
Yo,
and threw
Dylan,
them in your
Dylan,
mom's
chill,
face.
chill. That could like dead ass be a song we write.
But in all seriousness, like assuming the lyrics aren't that, like I genuinely don't really care about lyrics in songs. Like they
God.
add to the song, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
You
mo-
have read the
they
lyrics we
don't.
have down, right?
Oh yeah, of course. I kidding me? I made some of them. But yeah, like they
Yeah.
add to a song, but they're really like not that important, in my opinion.
I only
Alright.
have one example
Well,
where I think they matter.
yeah, I was gonna say there's one band in particular where I think they matter a lot.
Oh, two examples
on.
actually. We'll save the one for a segue.
Yeah.
But
Alright, well,
here's the kicker, is how fucking amazing Ninja Sex Party is.
oh my god, what a
YouTube band
brilliant band.
recently started listening to them. Fucking hell, it's so good.
Yeah, they have what, 5 regular
original
albums,
albums.
3 cover, and then 1 like redone album.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
And
weird trend, isn't it? Even
Danny
Taylor
Sexbang
Swift is hopping on that,
is a
remaking old
fucking
music.
amazing singer. I
Oh, and that's
actually
fair.
am so surprised at how good Danny is. The song "Danny, Don't You Know"? Holy shit!
Oh, don't even get me started. I'm gonna get myself started. My
Yeah,
God, it's
go
such a good
for it.
song. Alright, if y'all don't like, I don't want to say y'all should think of a song that you care about, because honestly,
Hmm.
it would pale in comparison to how much I like Danny, Don't You Know?
It's a good song, and I don't really.
It's a very
you know,
good song.
that's a lot
Okay,
coming from me, because I don't like Ninja Sex Party really.
fair enough. I'll just, the reason I get so into that, first of all, like, it was the last album of theirs I listened to, their 4th album, Cool Patrol, which I think was their most successful album.
Not really. It's a shame because The Prophecy
The
is
Prophecy is
possibly one of
I think
two of the
it's their best
most
album,
legendary
but it seems
songs
the
I've
YouTube
ever heard.
community thinks Cool Patrol is their best album. Fair enough, it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
But anyway, track 3, no, track 4, song 3, because they have intros on every album, would be Danny Don't You Know, which is the simple plot of that song is Dan Avidan, Danny Sexbang, talking to his past self, like, you know, it's a classic one of those, you know, everything's gonna be cool in the future, you know, you're gonna be alright. I've heard those stories before, I've always thought they were
You know,
lame.
the line in the song "You're a virgin and you will be for a while." That was
But not
pretty lit.
forever. And that's
Yeah.
inspirational to me. I don't know, it was just the most, because I've even heard a couple like inspirational speakers before, but nothing could ever reach the impact Danny Don't You Know had.
Really
Yeah,
interesting.
it was a big Chungus Wholesome 100 song, dude.
Yeah.
It's because,
I really like that song. I
you know,
don't know what else to add.
I would
Obviously,
never.
not as much as you, but
Oh yeah, I've got a bit. I would have never taken any motivational anything seriously, but then it's like Dan Avidan's like my favorite pseudo celebrity on the planet.
internet personality.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. And then is like, you know, Cool Patrol was their first album that was like really a hard rock type sound, and Danny Don't You Know was no stranger to that. But it was
Yeah.
like not only lit, which you know, I always like it when a song is lit because that's really the only time I care about listening to music. But this song was impactful, bro. Like actually
Yeah.
inspirational because it completely matters who's talking when you're trying to be inspirational. Danny Sexbang had that for me.
Yeah.
And
If you respect the person telling you that like you're gonna amount to something,
because it was like, it was kind of in
good.
character because he was like bragging about himself. He's like, "You're cool as fuck on the inside." And he's talking to himself, but it's like, you know, still, it's like, it's awesome that you could think of yourself that way.
Yeah.
Actually, on that note, hear me out. The most powerful line in that song to me was, "Danny, don't you know that you're a spandex butterfly for life?" A hilarious line, right? But
Hmm.
think of like, he was writing that shit, bro. He actually thinks of himself like that, and he just went and said it in the littest song I've ever heard. I don't know. There's something to be said about that. He's just like, he doesn't give a
Yeah.
fuck what anybody would say. It's like, oh, you know, that was funny. Spandex butterfly. It's like, he really thinks of himself that way. And honestly, I admire him for that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would never describe myself as a spandex butterfly. I would describe myself as a dork.
It's a loser.
Mm-hmm. Well, a winner, but a winner that loses.
You know what they say? This is winning. I
You know
have
what
a
they don't
feeling.
say? Nick is cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nick, you're my spandex butterfly.
oh, I'm gonna cry. Anyway, I've said my piece. I think it's an amazing song. Honestly, if you're down on your luck or whatever, it beats listening to Linkin Park just feeling bad about yourself. Listen to something uplifting.
That's the thing about Linkin Park. I once said a joke like to my friends and to some of my other friends in high school, and I was like, it's not like really depressing if you look at it through a different lens. It's like uplifting. But Danny, don't you know, just is literally uplifting. You don't have to look at it through a different lens. It's just automatically gonna make you feel good, and on top of that, you get a dope ass song.
Delightful. He's so good at singing. I'm jealous because obviously we have a band, right? We're never gonna sound as good as Danny.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got there. If any of you have
All right.
something
Well,
similar you want to share, go ahead. Otherwise, I think it's time that we move on.
hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother trying to think of something that compares. I think we should
True.
talk about when we got introduced to Ninja Sex Party,
I just
though.
gave a thumbs up saying I'm good, but I
Alright.
just realized
You
Talking
realize I can't
online.
see your thumbs up.
here's an audible acknowledgement. I'm giving a thumbs up right now. I'm
Alright.
good.
In that
All right.
case, Andrew, what you want to say?
Oh, I was gonna say the reason, and this was the segue from before you started
Oh
talking
yeah.
about Danny, don't you know? That I started listening to Ninja Sex Party, uh, was I started listening to this other band called Starbomb first, and
Oh
they're
yes.
they're a band formed by Ninja Sex Party and the Game Grumps, although Dan Avidan is a member of both. So it's just Ninja Sex Party plus Aaron Hansen, who's from the Game Grumps, and yeah, I mean, I guess that's our main topic going forward here. So
You know what? Let's bring in our resident expert. I would like our resident expert to give his spiel as to what Starbomb truly is.
Listening.
oh,
It's
hello,
your time to
BaGoongi.
shine, BaGoongi. Tell the world what Starbomb is.
What it
Starbomb,
means to you.
to me, speaks a lot about those what if things you just think about yourself in the shower or when you're in bed at 2 a.m.
Like, what kind of what ifs?
That can be very different what ifs, Nick. Are we talking like sexual or
Well, maybe
At one point, I thought to myself, what if Link got molested? And
got
just,
PTSD and scarred for
yeah,
life.
just like a true prophet, they made a song about Link attempting to get molested by an old man.
get molested?
Legend of Zelda Link, of course, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It did hit home. Not saying I got molested or anything.
I'm not saying he
No,
did.
it was after I heard that song I decided
But, like,
Starbomb was amazing.
If you know me, you
Yeah.
know I don't listen to music.
Ever.
Yeah, this gentleman here is the one I was talking about prior.
Like, music ain't my cup of tea. I don't want to listen to a bunch of music notes. But Starbomb songs are just like an animated short in your brain. I've never been able to visualize something so clearly than the absolute nonsense that they throw at me.
Honestly, I
How
think the
nonsensical could it
best.
be if it resonates with you so heavily?
Yeah.
I think the best example of just like the stories they tell has to be the Simple Plot series across their 3 albums. It's a series. It's a song about uh, for example, the first one's about Final Fantasy. Is it the general series or a specific game? I
Final
can't
Fantasy
remember.
VII. I think that's
7.
the biggest game in the series.
Yeah. So it starts with Cloud Strife attending a simple plot video game conference, and then his turns to explain his game. Except his plot's not simple at all, and it's just him singing about this very convoluted plot. And there's a lot of punchlines and the like, and it's the announcer gets so fed up with him that I mean, it continues across 3 songs, but at the very end of the whole trilogy, he wants to jerk off into some pancakes, as he says, which
You get,
Through
I
Dan
keep hearing you
Evidence'
guys
soothing
talking about
voice.
jerking off into pancakes, and I never knew why.
yeah, that it's because he's so upset about
Okay.
his
I
show being ruined.
didn't know what that was from at all.
Yeah. Drew, you didn't think we like wanted to make our own buttermilk pancakes, did you?
Well, God damn it. I knew it was from something, I just never knew what.
Alright,
Well,
but
you're
yeah,
welcome.
so I think that's probably the best example across their 3 albums of these stories in your head. Like they paint the pictures perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, and the voice for the 3rd one that Aaron Hansen does for Sora, I cannot believe they didn't hire someone to sing like Sora. That's actually Aaron doing it.
Yeah, I deadass didn't think it was him the first time I heard that song.
I didn't think it was him until you guys told me it was, which you had learned through a Game Grumps episode or something.
Yeah, I heard him do the voice in a Game Grumps episode. I was like, holy shit.
That's just so absurd. If like y'all are debating whether or not to listen to this band, of course listen to it. We all find it so entertaining and so fun to listen to. But specifically, the Simple Plot series trilogy is my
It's
recommendation
a
from it.
band of pure comedy, but their shit still sounds good.
Their shit
Yeah, like
slaps.
Smash. Holy shit! The fucking the way the chorus gets brought back every time, it's such a bop. I really like Smash. So good.
Alright,
Uh,
on that note, do y'all think it's
yeah.
time?
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
time,
time.
not so gas.
Alright.
Oh wait, actually, I know this is the music episode, but it wouldn't be a hillbilly cult episode or whatever if we didn't get our digs in at Demon Slayer.
Oh. Okay.
I
Yeah, I started
actually have something to
season
say about
2.
Demon Slayer that isn't negative. I
Okay,
watched.
then don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh,
Fuck Demon Slayer. Anyways, next part.
shit.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez. Okay. The
Also,
Starbomb tier
sponsor us,
list.
Funimation.
Speaking of, uh, should we pause to thank our sponsors?
Oh yeah. Today's episode of Mountain Twink Boy Syndicate is sponsored by Fleshlight. Fleshlight, go fuck yourself.
Alright, so let's get started. How's that?
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Perfect. Alright. Nick,
So
I'll
the
let you.
Purple's album 1, Blues album 2.
Yes. Nick, I'll let you
Yellowish
start. What do you
album
think?
3.
I choose you to die.
What's the first? I choose you to die.
I got the stream up. You can just join it.
Yeah, I was
I think
deep
he's
in
gaming.
combat.
Oh, just to be clear, are we going off of pure musical like
We'll
We
just
should do
go
a
off
mix
of
of the two.
your
We should
skill
opinion.
or
discount.
okay.
We should equally count how good it sounds and how funny it is. So like if a song's really funny but sounds like shit, or it sounds good but it's not.
Well, I disagree with that because I'm not necessarily listening to Starbomb to listen to like genuinely really good music. Not saying that it isn't or anything, but like I'm listening to it to have a few laughs and to enjoy myself more than to listen to bomb ass music.
Regardless,
Not
it's still
mine.
music. You
I
can't
think the
Yeah.
you
concept
can't disregard.
Well,
the
of
music.
course, if it's a cacophony that hurts my ears, I wouldn't want to listen to it. But to be honest, I don't think any of this follows that.
Oh, this is Starbomb, not Ninja Sex Party.
Yeah.
Damn, that severely decreases the amount of songs that I know by them.
Well,
big
we
deal.
can describe the context of the songs and maybe based on how funny
Oh,
it is.
wait, Starbomb isn't the name of an album? It's the
No,
name of
it's
a
No,
Iron
group?
Man.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
Ninja
It's the
Sex
name
of the
Party and
first album.
Starbomb were like the same
No,
same
it's
group.
No.
the
Well,
same people except
Starbomb
Starbomb
is
another person.
yeah.
Okay.
It's Ninja Sex Party plus Aaron.
All right,
Well,
so
All right.
we
bearing all
start
this
with
in
track
mind,
1.
I believe the concept of I choose you to die is all right. I don't know how many people find animal abuse funny.
Animal abuse is very funny, Nick.
When he said he beat all his Pokemon with his fists of
Yeah,
Reggie
that's a
Steel,
good line.
that was a
That's-
really good bar.
That's one of my favorite lines.
But the rest of the song falls a bit short. I think B tier might be solid for this.
I'm inclined to
I
agree.
yeah, I agree with B tier.
I guess Drew and Dylan only chime in on the ones you know. I don't know.
I'll
I'll
show up
chime in on the
when I
ones
know.
I know, or just be like the tie break if there's like you guys clash.
Discrepancy. All right,
Yeah.
fair
Yeah.
enough.
All right, here we
Luigi's
have it.
Ballad.
Luigi's
Holy
Ballad.
shit.
Oh yes.
What a banger.
Now
Probably
this
S.
one
This one
is
bangs. I'd give
yeah.
it to S.
This song is so good. So, for context on this song, it's about Luigi singing to Princess Peach about it's a love ballad, and then Mario comes in and ruins it with like shit about his dick. And it's Dan truly showing how good of a singer he is, on top of just like really comedic moments. So I love this song.
Yeah, awesomely funny lyrics.
It's
Groovy
dangerous to go
track.
alone. We did talk
This
about
isn't
giving
a
it its
fair
own
I
proof.
think
tier.
there's no
Yeah.
argument.
Its
This
own
is
tier,
like-
I'll
I
go
say.
ahead and give it its own tier.
This
And
thing
row above.
perfectly summarizes Starbomb.
Yeah. So this is the one Nick was referencing prior about Link getting molested. It's the old man from what does he do? Sell you items in the game? I
He's the one
actually
that
like
haven't
pushes
gives you
ever.
a
the
sword.
sword.
Oh, okay.
in the
I
very first
actually
Zelda.
haven't played a single Zelda game in my life. But yeah, but instead of a sword, it's his dick. And, hilariousness ensues, I guess.
It's a very groovy
Throughout the
song.
song,
too.
he begs Link for a hand job.
Yeah. Okay, mega marital problems. Overall, this song might be kind of weak, but name a better sequence of bars than when he goes, Mega Man harness all the power to the master to kill
Then
Zero
kill
with his
Zero with
mega
his
laser schlong
schlong
blaster. That shit goes so hard.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I'd give it A.
What do you think, Nick?
I think I'd put it above I Choose You to Die, but still B.
I'm fine with A tier.
Alright, there we have it. Okay.
Oh my god. This song, it's fucking awesome, dude. Is Ken the one who doesn't know how to rap? Voiced by
Yeah.
Dan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So Ryu's like just coming out of the gate swinging at Ken, and Ken's kind of like, he's like Morty from Rick and Morty, you know? And oh my god, fuck you, Ken. You're such a little fucking bitch. I'm gonna break your fucking spine in half and throw you in a ditch.
Bars.
It's different, yeah.
Bars.
Ryu has very strong rap game, and Ken provides a lot of comedy by not
Yeah.
having a rap game.
It's like- Next up, Ken. I really think you should apologize. You shouldn't be mean. I think
Count
A
two.
above mega marital problems.
I agree.
Just because I'm not gonna give so many things S because that'll oversaturate S and make it mean less. I don't know how you feel about
Well,
that, being Keeney.
That
Speaking
said,
of S,
Well, speaking of S,
S.
yeah. Oh, little note on Spotify Rap. This year they had that weird like movie analogy for your music. Apparently, Crashervania is playing during my movie when I'm confessing my love to the
I
love
have zero
interest.
context, and I think I'm a little uncomfortable with what that insinuates.
I love Crashervania.
Me
Yeah.
too.
So it's the monsters from Castlevania having a dance party, and then Simon Belmont. Well, which Belmont is it? Is it Simon?
Simon.
Yeah.
Simon Belmont.
Never
He
fear,
he
Simon
crashes
Belmont
the
is here.
party.
Belmont is here.
That's right. Yeah. He crashes the party and murders them all, and it's awesome. The chorus is also really like catchy and well
super lit.
designed. Yeah.
Here's the
S
question.
tier for sure.
Which one? Above or below?
I haven't heard.
I
the
like it more
I
than
don't know.
Luigi's Ballad. I'm
I agree.
just gonna be flat out honest.
Book of Nook. This one's polarizing.
Yeah, this one. There's a lot of differences
This one-
here.
Okay,
It's got a very weak sound to it.
I
man.
want
The
I want
joke
you
might
guys
be
to
pretty
say
funny, but it's,
yeah,
it
because
doesn't sound very
that's
good.
my argument for this song is that I think the joke's hilarious. So where would you guys put it?
C.
You, BaGoongi?
I also vote for C.
I
Alright,
don't know. I don't really remember the song, but curious. Do you guys think you don't like it in part because you're not familiar with Animal Crossing?
No, I'm familiar. It's a.
And I'm
I think
also
it's a
familiar.
good joke. The only issue
oh,
I
yeah,
take with
the
it
joke is that
doesn't sound
Nook
good.
from Animal Crossing is a pimp, and
That's fucking awesome. Whoa.
he's
It is
fucking
awesome.
using you, and it's hilarious. And I think Aaron does a really good job of sounding like a really confident pimp. But
Yeah.
I understand the song not really pulling through overall. Um,
Still funny though.
honestly, if it was just my list, I'd probably give it higher B. So I'm fine with C.
I would say high C anyway.
Ooh,
This
I,
okay.
this is instant S to
Sonic's
me.
Best Pal is amazing. No, this song literally had me laughing out loud like 2 days ago.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
I went to get
This
gas,
song.
and then I heard him talk about
Holy shit.
Tails talking about shooting fucking Eggman in the head twice.
So what drug does Tails consume? Do they is it the
PCP.
Chaos Emeralds? Oh, PCP, that's right. Oh yeah, he uses the Chaos Emeralds to get PCP or some shit.
What is it?
And then he
Chaos
goes
Emerald or
insane
PCP.
and he like gets a lot of prostitutes and he murders people and it's so funny. And all the while Sonic's there like, I've never seen another man die. I S tier easily.
Yes. I'd give it better than Luigi's Ballad
Yeah.
at least.
I think Luigi's Ballad earns an S, but it
Yeah.
might be one of the weaker S's.
Yeah,
Regretroid, I really like this one too.
me too.
I honestly, the whole first album I think is really strong. And Regretroid,
Regret
yeah, it's
Troid's
a
no
Metroid
S to
one.
me, but I think it's really good.
Oh yeah, I think A probably overall.
I'd
It's
put it above Ryuk versus Ken.
that's fair. It's
then-
about Samus getting fed up that all the enemies are really nice to her once they find out she's a girl. Because if you didn't know, the original, I just forgot the name of the game.
Metroid.
Yeah, Metroid. Um, Nobody knew that she was a girl until you beat the game, and that caused some
Yeah.
controversy originally. So
There was actual controversy.
what?
I didn't know it was actually a
Oh
controversy.
yeah, there
I feel
was
like there
in
would be.
Japan. But I mean that was also like the 70s, maybe early 80s. I don't know when it came out exactly. But yeah, but really funny song. And also pretty lit. Who's that? Is that uh Aaron's wife who plays Samus?
I
don't believe
doubt it.
so.
I have no
Okay,
idea,
well,
but like I don't think it is.
Whoever it is singing is a pretty good singer too.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
Kraid is the driving force of the comedy in that song.
Oh yeah. He's yeah, I mean that's Dan though. You know
Mm.
it's gonna be funny. Kirby's
Okay,
Adventures
here's
in
my-
Reland.
My personal
Okay,
favorite
this-
song from this album.
This is my yeah.
This song is a shock to the fucking senses.
Yeah, this song is borderline not okay to make, but it
Yeah,
was
so
made.
based on the stuff we've said prior to the episode, if this episode was ever monetized, it would have gotten demonetized already. But just describing the concept of this song is like an instant no money from your
Yeah,
video.
and honestly, I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise anyway.
Yeah.
Gross.
Talking about it.
It's disgusting.
Just the
Yeah.
only thing I'm gonna say is Kirby's mouth opens real wide. And you can think
I
about what
hate
the
this
rest
song
is.
so much, but it's so
Thinking
fucking
of
funny.
something, of course.
I'd
So
put
I'd
it
say
top
easy
of A.
S.
I'd put it top of A simply because
Oh,
I think the
really?
music's kind of weak. But
No,
the
I
joke
love
is
it. I
just
love the
so fucking
vocals.
funny that I
Dan's
Yeah,
voice
have
was
no
I
really
think
good
it's
in this.
really
look
good.
past
I
it.
vote for S.
I
Alright,
vote for
sure.
S.
I'd put it below Ballad.
I'm fine with that. That's fine.
But goddamn, I love it so much.
All right. So as I was saying earlier, the simple plot of Final Fantasy VII. I described the plot or the concept of the song prior.
Hmm
I don't think any of the final or any of the simple plots are deserving of S tier, but I think they're all
Yeah.
probably at least A.
I wouldn't say so about the FF7 one, because it was like just kind of lame.
Oh really?
I don't
I
really-
still
first
like
of all, I
get a
don't
good
really-
chuckle every
I
time.
don't know that much about Final Fantasy VII, but
I
just
don't
think
know
the groove
actually many
wasn't all
about
there.
any of them, any of the games that they go over, but the for Final Fantasy VII, like I still get a good chuckle every time it says she knew how to work a staff and she made my
Made
body hard. Because the way he says
like-
it, he's like so aroused. It's
Pretty
so
good,
weird.
but I would put it right below I Choose You to Die.
I'd put it above I Choose You to Die, and I'm okay
Alright,
with
Nick?
that.
Put it above.
Alright.
Nah.
This one's very easy.
S.
This one's very,
Very
easy. What do
easy
you think?
S. I think below Crashervania.
Oh,
But
really?
still,
Nick, what do you think?
So
I
Smash.
love Crashervania.
I'm surprised, but I do agree. It's it's an
Much
amazing
as I like
song, though.
Crashervania, I deadass would put it above.
Interesting. Well, so real quick rundown about it. It's about the first time all the like Nintendo properties are together and they're pitching the idea of Super Smash Bros. The main character of the song is Luigi. He's like, "Why would I want to fight all my friends? That sounds like shit." And then they're fighting, and it's fucking awesome. Go listen to it.
All right, here
You
we
really
go.
enjoyed the chorus, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
chorus
Smash
is
is awesome.
bomb on that.
Through and through.
Robo?
Very lit.
Wait, is that the right title for? I thought it's
Yeah.
Robots in Disguise.
No, Robots in Need of Disguise. Because
Oh,
Robots in
that's-
Disguise
yeah,
is the
yeah, that's their
Transformers
actual-
theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're entering the part which is the reason I think album 2 is the weakest.
Yeah.
I actually still really like this song. I know y'all don't care for
I
it,
think
but like,
it's really funny, but none of the vocals are really memorable to me.
Yeah, it's weaker than Book of
that's
Book to me
true
in the
because
musical regard.
they don't really have a good hook on the chorus. The most memorable part is like when they're like it's like a half rap, half sing because it's also supposed to be Optimus Prime's voice, and they say like they won't see us coming at all when we roll up as random kiosks at the local mall.
Yeah.
I think that shit's like really really funny, but the song does
Yeah.
fall short other than that. So
I'd like to,
I'd put it above Book of Nook though.
Really, Nick?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to throw this out here now. No matter how low these songs are on the list, I don't think any of them are
No.
necessarily bad.
Yeah, the only song out of any of these that I skip, or there's a few, but we'll get to them in a bit. I'll talk about it as we get to each one. But the Hero of Rhyme, what do y'all think about this one? Because I'll
The
give my
Hero
thoughts.
Rhyme.
Not impressed.
No, I think it's
I'd
fun.
call it better than
Like,
Robots in Need of
I
I think
like
Disguise,
it's
it.
the weakest. I think it's the weakest of the Zelda trilogy.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah, for sure.
easily.
But considering we have the first Zelda, like no song is gonna be above its Dangerous to Go Alone. We made its own tier for that. Like
Mhm.
so, I don't know. I think this is probably A after Rap Battle. You versus Ken.
I'd put
put it-
this bottom of B.
Bottom of B.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's just not lit enough. It's another one of
he's
those
just-
decent
he's
jokes.
got like
very good.
He's got like a controlled swag about him though in the song. I really like
Yeah,
that.
but the
He's just
controlled
like,
swag
I'm gonna be
doesn't
just
suit the beat
fine.
that well, I think.
Yeah, the premise is like Messrs. Navi
Mhm.
calling the Hero of Time as the Hero of Rhyme, and so he just starts rapping and everything.
Yeah,
gets
he
turned
thinks
to
his
shit.
raps will beat Ganondorf, but instead he gets killed.
Which is funny, and
Mhm.
some of the raps are good, but I don't think
The
it
way
really holds
it's
very
just-
well.
It's honestly
I-
the beat. It's nothing on
Okay,
his
I
vocal
haven't
performance.
listened to like the beat specifically. I'll take your word for it that it doesn't match it very well.
Mm.
But my vote's still then in between Simple Plot of Final Fantasy VII and I Choose You to Die.
I'm fine with there.
I could compromise there, sure.
Alright,
This one's
This is
simple.
G tier. I
Toad
skipped
joins the
Toad
band.
Joins the Band because, like I said before, it hurts to listen to this song.
No, this one's
As
this one's not
It's
even about
funny
music.
though. I think it's not a song.
Sure, it's
but
funny.
It's funny.
I'd watch it as a YouTube video, but when it comes on my playlist, I don't want the like shrill sounds of Toad singing to blast my eardrums apart.
Isn't it not even a song? It's just
No, it's not.
like there's a
song,
little
just
Yeah, it's
introduction
like a
and
little
Toad
skit. It's
starts-
like 30
yeah.
seconds. It's like, oh, I've been sounding great, Mario. We just need a lead singer.
The best
and then
part.
Toad sounds. I'm Toad.
The best part is where Aaron does his signature Mario. Yes, that's a running bit. But then it's just Toad
I haven't
yelling
watched
at
enough
you.
Game Grumps to know that, but I'll take your word for that.
all
The
right,
new poker
the
rap.
new poker rap.
Honestly,
I like this a lot.
I actually like I Choose You to Die more because I don't think the concept of this one's that funny. Like
Yeah.
I get where they're coming from on you know, there's what 8 gens of Pokemon and almost
Mhm.
1,000 of them now, It's like they start to sound ridiculous. Like they call them straight up like straight up toilet whale
Actually,
snail.
Satan.
Yeah, like the names they come up with are funny, but like
Oh, let's not
I
forget
don't know.
Fiddly Faddly Biddly Baddly Diddly Doodly Hiddly Hoodly.
And
Yeah.
Lamborghini Pig.
Like obviously those get me to laugh a bunch of times, but beyond that, I don't know. It's just they're making shit up and it happens to rhyme together. I'm just
Yeah.
not that impressed, I guess. I don't know.
Fair enough.
They have a much better listing song, so this one isn't. It's my
Oh
least,
yeah.
my least favorite of the Pokemon ones.
Yeah.
I'd put it
I'd drop it at the
bottom
bottom
B.
of B though.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fine
that's
with
fine.
that.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
I'm gonna say S.
Glass Joe's title fight is S.
Yo, I love this song.
This song is so lit. Glass Joe is
Drew,
the
even you've heard this one. You could probably chime in.
fuck.
I don't remember it.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
really?
once I describe the concept, maybe. So, Glass Joe is the first guy you fight.
You know, I
in-
know the song. I know.
Oh,
it
okay.
now.
It's
I
not
just don't
just about
remember the way
you
it sounds
knowing
at
about
all.
the
Okay.
song.
Well,
I
what
know
game
who
is
Glass Joe
Glass
is.
Joe from?
Punch Out.
Punch Out.
Punch Out, and he's 0 in 99, 1 in 99 when you
0
fight
in
him in the
99.
game.
199.
0 in 99.
Easiest
So you're
one.
supposed to be his 100th loss, but in this, he is training to fight Mr. Sandman.
The
Who,
champion.
yeah, is he the end boss of Punch Out?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought that was Mike
Yes.
Tyson.
That's in Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
It's a
Yeah.
different game.
They're different games.
So then the trainer is like, man, I shouldn't be training this guy. He's actually gonna die if he fights him. But then Glass Joe gives him $10. He's, fuck it, let the training begin. And
And then-
it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's
And
so
Glasso
funny.
starts listing his feats. I did a half push-up. I ran 5 feet. Victory will be sweet.
Let's
I
not
lift
forget
5
Glass Joe's French.
Q-tips.
That's a low-key a
Yeah.
very racist video game.
French are just so weak.
And then the end
Man.
of the song is just the sounds of various punching.
Yeah. Oh, I really like his sounds when he's getting beat up though, because he says like Godzilla is my
My
dad.
Alright,
It's
where do we
really
put
funny.
it?
Oh, and also for the phrase "you knocked the French out of him," I'd put it above Luigi's Ballad.
I agree.
I'd put it above
Probably below
Sonic's
Sonic.
Best Pal, actually.
I won't complain with that. I like this song a lot.
Nick, solid
What was you
opinion.
saying?
Above or below Sonic's Best Pal?
I put it above.
Alright.
It has a lot more substance than Sonic's
It
Best
does.
Pal.
Oh,
Yeah,
here we
substance.
have
Look at
it. What I think is
Mortal
the worst
Kombat
song.
High. They're worse. Interesting.
I agree. I can't remember most lines, and I've seen it. I've
I'm
listened to it
so
recently.
I'm
I've
guessing
heard this
that
song
means you'll
quite a
put
few
it bottom
times.
C.
Yeah. None of
Okay,
the
I'm
real
fine with
songs I
that.
think belong in D.
I do think that this song is actually it has some merit to it. I do enjoy myself listening to it, but I'm not upset with bottom C.
Alright.
Well, talk about what you like about it. So we
Okay.
have some.
Well, so for context, it's is it Ken goes to Mortal
Yeah.
Ken's not
Kombat?
part of Mortal. Wait. Oh, like Ken from Street Fighter
Ken
just
from
joins
Street
Mortal
Fighter,
Kombat
yeah.
High.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Ken from Street Fighter is being shown around Mortal Kombat High School by Johnny Cage, which is basically just this made up high school where all the characters from Mortal Kombat are the students, and it starts out like, oh, you're gonna love it here, we're really cool, and then they like start introducing the different characters, and I don't remember enough Mortal Kombat characters names, but I think the first one that really gets serious, he ends up saying like he'll pull your spine out through like your mouth or some shit, and then Ken just goes, what? Like I'm not tough enough for this. And then they have like a little bit about Scorpion writing a love song called "Come Here," and then like la 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 la, come here, and like get over here, like the classic Scorpion stuff. I think it's funny, and if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, you'll probably really enjoy it. But I don't think it's a very good song, so I'm fine with C tier.
Okay.
Inky's
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 Lament.
Lament.
Which, after listening to it a couple days ago, I think is way better than I gave it credit for.
I don't think it's bad. I just don't find Pac-Man to be very interesting of a game, and like even in this like fantasized concept of it, I don't find it very interesting.
Nick, I'd
Yeah.
like your insight.
I don't. I don't think it's very funny to expand on Pac-Man very much.
Yeah,
I think maybe top C, if not bottom B, for this.
I'd say.
Because I do think
I'd
the
say
song's
top
actually
C.
not bad.
Yeah,
Alright.
Because Danny carries it. He's too good at
God of
singing.
No More. I'd
This
say
one's funny.
top A, if not bottom S. This song is really, really funny. So again, real quick, it's about the god of war, except Kratos has killed like almost every god in existence, and there's only the real bottom of the barrel left. So, for instance, the person who introduces us to this is the cousin of Ares, the god of war. His name is Cherries, the god of chairs and drawers. And Kratos just instantly slaughters him on the mic. They have like him do a death sound or whatever, and they the various gods they introduce. It's like the god of light, which is actually like an important god depending on the mythologies, which I thought was like a kind of funny thing. I don't know if it was intentional to downplay something that's so important in certain mythologies, but I thought that was funny. The god of sushi sauce, uh, the god of that feeling when you're just about to sneeze and somebody says, "Hey, what's up?" and you suddenly freeze, but then you still have that nose tingle. It's a terrible tease. That god. Um, yeah, I just think this song's fucking hilarious.
Mm.
Awesome
I'm
lyrics,
cool with top
decent
A.
execution.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Atari Mystery Hour, another D tier.
Oh, here's the toughie.
It doesn't
'Cause
hurt my ears to
It
listen to,
doesn't
so
hurt
I'd
my
put it
ears, but
above
I
Toad.
honestly, I don't even think it's funny. No offense,
The
Game
Ping
Grumps.
Paddle
When you
Puddle.
definitely listen to this, Game Grumps, song's not that good. Quote unquote song.
Yeah.
It's not a song.
It's just a mystery between the two Pong paddles or whatever, and the suspect's obviously the other Pong paddle. And that's the whole joke. It's just not it.
Not it. I at least
Alright,
laughed when I heard
that's fine.
Toad joins the band, so
Minecraft is for
Minecraft is for
everyone.
everyone.
Alright,
A shame. I like Minecraft, but it's a pretty forgettable song.
top B just for the line and the fact that they actually had Notch on the song.
Yeah,
And he said,
What?
"Not your song."
Yeah.
They
yeah,
had the actual notch
yeah.
in there?
They're having
Yeah,
trouble
I
coming
looked
up
it
with
up.
lyrics.
They talked about it on a Game Grumps episode. Apparently, it was actually Notch.
That's
Which
awesome.
apparently he's
That is
not a
so
very
cool.
good guy. So
No, he's
that
from what I've heard, very, very racist.
yeah. So obviously
Isn't
that's
he
terrible.
also a transphobe? That was the other thing I heard.
That's
Probably,
likely.
I wouldn't be surprised.
but he still made one of the coolest games ever. So I guess give him credit for that. And it's cool he's on the song.
Yeah.
Simple plot of Metal Gear
Metal Gear
Solid.
plot, I think, is really good.
Yeah,
A
that's a good one.
above rap battle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much to go on
Also,
there.
the way Aaron at the end of it says, "And that's a simple plot of Metal Gear, bitch."
Yeah.
Like just his composure as he says that little bit. It's like a really small detail, but I always enjoy it. He's like half-winded, and it's like he's really just trying to explain this shit really fast. I really like that. It's funny.
We don't even need to give Samurai on. It's the first one, but with Metal Gear this time.
Yeah. Oh, but something I guess for context is the way it gets introduced is he's like, "Oh, my friend Cloud Strife told me to be here." So then the announcer goes, "Oh no,"
Oh God,
and
no.
then yeah,
It's more
Yeah,
lit
the only
too.
real development is the host himself.
Mhm.
oh, and then at the end of it, Sora gets introduced, and the announcer flips out on him. He's like, "No, stop it, fuck you!"
He
Which,
shoots him with a gun.
all right, so
Alright,
hardest
here we
fucking
have the
game in the
start of
world.
the Triforce
Um,
album
I
3.
have never played Dark Souls. It has never really looked very interesting to me. So, and I know it's a hard game, but this song wasn't very funny to me. There are some funny parts about farting charcoal. I like that line.
Good line.
It's a very good
Beyond
line.
that, I didn't care for it very much. So, I don't know how y'all feel.
I
agree.
found that it was a very funny song because it doesn't relate to Dark Souls. It's just a person being mad, and the fact that it stems from Dark Souls doesn't really change the direction of the song.
Eh.
You work without knowledge of Dark
Yeah,
Souls.
I've never played Dark Souls either, but I love this song.
Where would you put it?
So me, like mid A, perhaps, probably low A.
I'd be fine with bottom A if Nick's
fun.
good, or if
It's
BaGoongi is
acceptable to
good
me.
with that. Alright, perfect.
Here we
The
go.
Boy and His Boat, the conclusion to the Zelda trilogy. So prior, we had Link get molested, then have so much swag that he died, and now his boat's giving him some items.
The King of Red Lines. I've never played the game.
The King of Red Lines. Yo, I don't give a shit.
You need a
I-
special
Anyway.
item to get over that moat, but what do
I
I
think
know,
music
right? I'm
is
just a
very
fucking
good.
boat.
And just the list of items is so ridiculous that it's very funny to me.
Yeah,
Yes, I'd put it.
I like this
I'd
one.
drop it at the
Also,
top of A.
yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I like Papa Bear.
The sound effect they add of his back breaking too.
It's so
It's
gutturally
Gross,
realistic.
actually. Last
Yeah.
time I heard it, I was like, ugh. I like cringed
Yeah.
for real.
Because the items get so heavy that his back breaks, and then the boat says, "Yeah, this is why I packed a spinal surgeon too." So very funny song.
Oh boy.
Filling in the name
Filling
of.
in the name of. That actually hit
I'm
my
sure I know.
Spotify
We
rap
had
top
the-
100
Yeah, we had to
Wow.
rewatch this as a group to
to really
see it in a
solidify.
new light.
I think the
if but
music
only
video
for-
really elevates my experience for it, but just listening to it, I got kind of tired of
I
it.
completely forgot what it was about again. What was it?
It's
Tetris
Tetris, where
Oh.
the long pieces at the
Oh, that was
party.
so funny.
If but only
Yeah.
for how incredibly lit this song is, 'cause it's
Yeah.
a new metal song, which is just the
Yeah.
greatest genre of music. I'd put it
The
at
song
the
does go
bottom
hard.
of S at least.
I like bottom of S.
I agree.
You can put a bottom S. That's fine.
Okay. Number 2. Welcome to the Mario Party.
So I said why I didn't like this song, which you said is exactly why you like this song. Which is it sounds like a Snoop Dogg song, except it's by Aaron Hansen. Which no disrespect to him, but I don't think he should try and sound like Snoop Dogg. So I don't very much care for this.
I think
And
it's
the joke
funny.
But he's
of
playing
this
Pimp
is
Mario.
well, he's not really a pimp. He's just throwing parties, but he doesn't want Luigi around because he thinks Luigi's a little bitch.
Throwing a highly illegal party.
Yeah, with like cocaine and shit. Um, I do really like the part where Sonic did coke and then he's rapping really fast as Sonic. That's really funny. But I'd say
Somewhere
high
A
B
tier.
at best for me.
I'd put it in like mid A.
Yeah, I was thinking mid A as well.
How about
Yeah.
after the simple plot of Metal Gear?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Alright.
I would put it before. I like Metal Gear a lot.
No, that's what we.
Oh, that's what
saying.
you meant. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metal Gear's ahead of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have another D tier?
Yeah.
A dad dating skit.
Just another
This
bit.
was just them plugging their game, so I'll just put it at the bottom of D. It was a
Yeah.
shameless self promotion.
Alright, this is for sure S
Which is
right
very
here.
in character. The way we on.
Another
Yes.
polarizing song.
Polarizing. Only Drew doesn't like
Only
it.
Drew doesn't
and
like it, but this is
I
he's
think
top
I
wrong.
still
S.
think it's funny. I
This
just
is
think it
top
sounds like
S.
shit.
Dude, it's okay. So context: it's about Donkey Kong's son, Donkey Kong Jr., and Donkey Kong's like, "You got to carry on the family name. You're our only hope left in, like my life. I'm
Mario's
getting
coming to kill
crippled or
us.
whatever." Yeah, and then Donkey Kong Jr. is he's autistic basically, and he's just saying, Donkey Kong. That's my daddy's name, and it's just it's so
It's a
funny.
blast. Are we comfortable
I
with
love
top
that song.
S?
Well, obviously
Yes.
the comedy is off the charts,
It's-
but the music is where it gets controversial.
I think the
I
music is
don't-
lit though.
I don't
Yeah.
think the music sounds objectively good, but I still enjoy listening to that music. Maybe it's just because I find it so funny that even if the
Yeah,
lyrics
that
were
has
changed,
to
it would
be it.
still be hilarious.
Mm.
But
I literally bop to it, so it's doing its job.
its beat is actually pretty lit. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a video. It's like a 64-bit video game beat or some shit, right?
It's so lit. Or like an N64 type video game beat.
Yeah. All right. So a wild guitar solo.
appears.
I really like this song.
This is obviously the best of the Pokemon trilogy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily.
So this is so originally Ash beats up his Pokemon in the first one, I Choose You to Die, and as a result, Pikachu retaliates and gets sent to prison. So then while Pikachu's in prison is when the new Pokerap happens. He's catching up with all the new Pokemon when he was in the hospital. And now in this one, Pikachu's back in society, and to help with his anger problems, he's taken up the electric guitar, which gave us some
He's a
incredible riffs.
god at it.
Yeah, like he shreds. And then but of course, since he's just playing the guitar, he gets fucking demolished by every Pokemon he fights. Like Onyx just he uses Earthquake and gave him all his ass can take. Tyranitar destroyed him. And then also like when Pikachu loses, Ash's reaction is just golden. It's
Yeah.
like Pikachu has fainted. Well, yeah, no shit. Like I just love how like fed up he gets with it. And then the final fight is between Pikachu shredding on the electric guitar and Saxophilont, a play on Buffalont, the Gen 5 Pokemon. And he's a buffalo that plays saxophone a lot. Um and then by the end
I
Ash
love this
says,
song.
"This is a mockery. Digimon rules."
Very
So
funny, and you get awesome guitar riffs the entire time.
I drop
top
it.
A if
top
not
A.
S. Yeah, I'm good with
All
that.
right.
Yeah, so
Simple plot of Kingdom Hearts, the conclusion to the simple plot series.
And I think
Probably the best one. Yeah. This one's so it's Sora, as I mentioned before, at the end of the Metal Gear one, Sora introduces himself and the announcer flips out on him. So at this one it starts with the announcer telling Sora to back off, and then he gives some examples of what they're supposed to do. And then Sora's like, "Yeah, I got it." And then he says, "Cue the music," which obviously isn't what he's supposed to do because it's supposed to be a concise explanation. And this is the one where the announcer gets so fed up he wants to jerk off into some pancakes, and it's great. I mean, I also Kingdom Hearts is the game I knew the most about because my mom used to play it when I was a kid, but I didn't remember much about it. But it's just like a J action RPG with Disney characters, pretty much, and the plot's really weird, and they really harp on that with the moon comments, if you guys remember.
Yeah.
It's like, and there's also a second moon, but it's not like the first moon or some shit.
what is Kingdom Hearts? It's a door, but also a moon. And then there's another moon, but not like the first moon.
Yeah, yeah. So good. It's really, really funny. I'd put it above A Boy in His Boat, below A Wild
Really?
Guitar Solo. I really like this one.
Nick, what do you think?
I think below Boy in His Boat, but still in that tier.
I would honestly put it below Regretroid.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm comfortable putting it up here.
I mean, it's so tough because I really like God of No More. I really like Regretroid. Boy in His Boat, I thoroughly enjoy too. So like, honestly, anywhere up there is good with me.
I'll go ahead
But
and drop it
I
there.
think it's better than A Boy in His Boat overall. Aaron checks the mic. This is another throwaway song, but it's low key kind of lit.
Yeah.
Because
I
Aaron
won't
just
put it in D
freestyles on the
because it's
mic.
actually kind of gas.
Yeah, maybe like mid C or high C.
I think I
Aaron,
see.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's an actual freestyle or if it's like a scripted like bit about freestyling, but Aaron just kind of like contemplates some issues with society and shit on the mic and then relates it to video games. It's pretty funny.
Where do we want this?
Uh,
C sounded good to me.
they're
Like,
between Inky Slimane and Robots and Need
Perfect.
Disguise, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
So blowing the payload. So obviously the name's a play on blowing a load. Um, while also using blowing for the meaning of like letting a sure victory go. And it has to do with Overwatch, which has a payload mode where you escort what is it, a tank in
I don't
Overwatch?
know.
Cart.
For each
I'll just
time.
call it
It's
a
a
cart.
thing.
But basically, all this song is the Overwatch characters in real life trying to be heroes and instead like way overdoing shit, and they like cause traffic jams and murder people by accident and stuff. It's funny, but I don't really like Overwatch, though.
Aaron does
Never
a
really
great
clicked
job
with me.
narrating everything. I think
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
voice is
that's
very
true.
funny in it.
That's true.
Holy fucking shit, that was a little overkill, but what do you expect from the best?
Give it top B for
Yeah.
his
That's fine.
narration.
Hey, look at that.
This is
Yellow's my little penis.
Now this is it's so
S.
out of nowhere, but it's
Oh,
such
this
an
one's
S
an
tier.
This is a
I
very
don't
obvious
think
S
this
tier.
one.
Low-key, I know it's its own tier, but low-key, this this should go next to It's Dangerous to Go
It's a
Alone.
good contender for completely different reasons.
I'll just
Yeah.
to respect It's Dangerous to Go Alone's tier, I'll put it top S.
Okay. So
It's that
the
good.
concept of this is Vegeta from Dragon Ball needs to be more romantic with his wife Bulma.
Oh, I remember
so
this one actually.
yeah, we sang it in your car.
Yeah.
Nick and I knew every word to this song.
Oh, that's
Um,
right. Oh my
And
god.
so he writes a love song to Bulma, but he keeps messing it up and replacing her name with Kakarot or Goku.
Well,
And
not just replace it, it's constantly taking off the shit
oh
on
yeah,
Goku
yeah.
because he hates
Like
good.
like he compliments his wife's clothing, and then in one line, and then in the very next line says like, unlike Kakarot's wife, who looks like a
I
fucking mess or
really
whatever.
like the way you dress. Kakarot's wife looks like a fucking mess.
And then also, I like can't get over how lit the beat goes when like towards the end, he's like, I used my big bang attack, then he shot a Kamehameha right back. The collision blew up half of the venue, reducing the selection of the venue. You know, like
That was beautiful.
It was
thank you.
godlike.
And then also when he's and the wall smash Kakarot from behind. I just pumped my fist while singing that because every time it's like it just hits so well. This song, like honestly, probably their best song.
Mhm.
Like I still think Dangerous to Go Alone's funnier for obviously different reasons and stuff, but probably their best musical song. And
Yeah.
also, that's Aaron voicing Vegeta in it, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
He shows he can sing too.
Mhm. I
And
thought that
Danny's
was
doing
weird.
a really funny Trunks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Aaron sings like jokingly on Game Grumps a lot, but he's good. So I thought
Yeah.
it was weird that he was only rapping up until that one song.
But he blew me away. Like
Mhm.
that song's great. I love that shit.
Speaking of
All right.
great, the final
Oh,
song in this
all
tier
right.
list.
All
This
I have
song
to say,
sucks.
this song is iconic because every time Nick and I play Clash Royale together, and I drop Bomber, it's a card in the game. I say Bomberman goes through the TSA, and you can guess the rest, which is a direct quote from this song. It is probably the funniest line out of this song, in my opinion.
This song is just generally it's that self-aware song because it's the last song they ever made recorded. So
Yeah,
they rip on
they
themselves for having a pretty basic formula for half of their songs.
Yeah, but then on top of that, it's a bunch of like funny ideas that they probably like seriously thought about making songs about. Like
Yeah.
Eggman cooks eggs, but they're poison and designed to paralyze Sonic's legs, which is just like what?
They would
But I
absolutely
mean,
think of something
yeah,
like that.
exactly. They would make a song like that.
Anyway, somewhere in S, I'd say maybe on the lower side.
I'd say above ballad's good. Yeah.
Alright. Nick,
I agree.
word.
All right.
Here we have it, the completed list. For
I'm proud
time's
of
sake,
how
I'm
it
gonna
turned
not
out.
read them off. Because I'm guarantee we're well over at this point.
Like an hour and a half at this point, I think.
Hour 47, but there's some editing to do. So that's a good way
Yeah.
to I'll wrap this episode up here. Thank you to our
Millions and millions of fans.
very large, indescribably large amount of fans. Thank you to the Game Grumps for watching this episode and thinking our opinion is the correct one. Because it is.
Thank you to you, the viewer, for thinking our opinion is the correct one.
For
Because
knowing
it
our
is.
opinion's the correct one.
Yeah.
And Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Dude, nobody gives a
And
fuck about Hanukkah.